Okay, so thanks for logging in. So let me just tell you a little bit about what we're going to cover. I can get this to the next screen. So in the next 30 minutes or so, I'm just going to do an introduction, then share the background on the It Works success team here in the UK. Then I'm going to introduce you to Lindsay, who's the person that I signed up underneath. And also she's going to share all about the It Works Ultimate Body Applicator and some of the other products that we have over here in the UK, along with the loyal customer perks, how you can join the It Works party, and then right at the end, any questions or answers that anybody has got. So this is me in the top left-hand corner for anybody that doesn't know me. And chances are that you've been sent to this webinar or a recording if you're watching it after the live event by one of these people over here. And everybody's all in different professions over here as well. So I started the team over here on the 10th of July this year. So literally just under 2 months ago. And it's been in the UK a couple of years now and out in the States since 2001. So it's been going really well. We've been going nearly 2 months and we've now got 16 people in our team, and the team is growing day by day. So one of these people will have probably invited you, or if you've been watching this a couple of weeks after we did this webinar, there's probably other people that aren't on the list. So let me just share kind of how this started and why I got involved. So you'll see on here my own pictures that this was me about 2 months ago now. And this is me now, and my results are still exactly the same. And this is my other half, literally before and after 3 wraps. And we both found ourselves kind of in the midst of very long kind of working hours, looking after children, running our own business. And as much as we'd go to the gym and, take the kids swimming and things like that and eating healthy, personally, I really struggled to kind of get rid of what I call my baby belly. And so it was funny because Tosin and I sat and had a chat, and we were talking about doing the greens again and stuff. So I was having a little look online on Google, as you do, searching for some super greens. And as I was searching online, this was kind of a week or so probably before I even got involved. I came across the company called It Works, and it was kind of there in my peripheral vision as I was looking on the screen. And then literally, I was on Facebook one day and I saw this message saying, "Do you want to tighten, tone, and firm in just under 44 in 45 minutes and with some pictures?" And part of my cynical nature was like, "Yeah, whatever, they're not real." And but I took a look and I started, having a chat with the person that's actually on this webinar, Lindsay. And I didn't do anything for a couple of days. And then she sent me a message and she said, "Did you want to try one, or did you want to sign up on the website?" And that night I actually had a bit of free time. So I started chatting to her. And literally 3 hours later, I went from wanting to try a wrap to thinking about signing up as a loyal customer to actually signing up as a distributor. And the reason I personally did that was I run a training company and do training and coaching with my partner Tosin. And I spend my life running around the country, basically exchanging my time for money. And for ages and ages, I've been saying that I want to get a product that basically, I can get paid over and over and over again, but also still be helping people and still use my training. And at the start of this year, I decided that I wasn't going to work during the summer holidays because I wanted to stay at home with my children. So this came at a great opportunity for me because it was at the start of the summer holidays. And so that enabled me basically to work at night and spend all of the day with my children, which was absolutely great. And it was really a little hobby for me when I started out, because I just thought it was something that I could do at night. I could still be training people virtually on the computer. And literally, we're kind of 2 months in, and the team is really growing. We're having loads of interest, and lots of people from all sorts of different professions are joining in because they too want to, earn extra money and be in a position where they're getting paid time and time again for selling products that, it's not exchanged for their time. So you can see these are real pictures, and it's quite funny. Even my friends that have seen me recently actually have seen me and gone, "Oh my God, you didn't Photoshop your pictures." So it's quite funny that even people that know me really well, that totally trust me, did think, "Oh my God, did you Photoshop them?" And I can hand on heart say that these are real pictures, and this definitely was me and is now me. And I dropped a dress size, and wanted to get in certain clothes, and just it was just brilliant for me. So that's a little bit of background about us and why we started. So I want to introduce you to Lindsay, who actually gave me the opportunity of learning more about these products, and I'm going to get her just to share her story really of her journey with It Works and why she got involved. Are you there, Lindsay?
Hello, hi. I'm Lindsay, and I'm in Red Deer, Alberta, Canada. And I'm a personal trainer. I've owned my own gym for over 7 years now. And I was first introduced to the wraps about 3.5 years ago. I had, after I had had my son, who's now 7, I had the extra skin, right? I had lost most of my weight. I had a flat stomach and everything, but I had just some extra skin. So a girlfriend of mine had suggested that I wrap, and I tried it, and I loved it, and it worked. So I ended up doing 2 wraps on my stomach, and it tightened up my skin just, I bet you it was tighter than before I even got pregnant. And I loved it, and I just kept on buying the wraps for myself. I never approached my clients about them. I didn't think about the business side of it or anything. And then just actually this last winter, a girlfriend suggested that I start trying it on some of my clients because I said, well, of course it'll work on me. I work out almost every day and I eat very clean, and so why wouldn't it work on me, right? So I have clients that don't eat as clean and don't exercise quite as much, so I wasn't sure, but she said, just give it a try. So I did try it, and the results that I saw on my clients just blew my mind. Like, I thought they worked on me, but they worked on a couple of my clients 10 times better than they worked on me. I actually had one gentleman who had a tummy tuck booked. He had lost 80 pounds, and I believe it was 3.5 or 4 months. We had him down 80 pounds. And he had booked this tummy tuck because the skin on his stomach was so saggy. It was actually sagging out underneath the bottom of his shirt. So we wrapped him. I convinced him to try 2 wraps like I had tried, and he actually canceled his surgery date. He was so impressed with the wraps. So it's kind of cool. These wraps will go viral. You put them on one person, and they have results like that. And I mean, everybody in his circle then knew about the wraps, knew how wonderful they were, and they were contacting me. So it's not about knowing a lot of people. It's just about knowing a couple who then know a couple who then know a couple. That's how multi-level marketing works. I mean, Louise, who is hosting this webinar, like she said, we were complete strangers over the internet. She thought I was some weirdo scam artist on Facebook. And it's real people, and it's just kind of, we just get really excited about these wraps because they really do work. So whenever someone's being a little skeptical, I totally understand that. I mean, just my personal training background, I'm taught to be skeptical about these things. So yeah, when I say to people when they're not quite believing it, there's no convincing them. You just need to tell them they need to try it for themselves. And then they will be believers, and they will be shouting it from the rooftops as well. So, okay, you can continue on here, Louise. Sorry.
Excellent.
Good. So the wraps are easy to put on. As you can see there in the pictures, you can put it anywhere on your body. I do it on my legs. That picture on the middle in the bottom left-hand corner there, I actually flip it around and I put it on the backs of my legs and wrap it around the backs of my legs for cellulite. And my results actually last year to year. So I use the wrap in July on my legs. We go on a boating trip every July, so I like to make sure that my cellulite's all gone for my bathing suit every year. Um, so yeah, so you put it on and you just leave it on for 45 minutes, basically until the lotion on the wrap is absorbed. So I usually wear mine overnight. There's no maximum. I just like to make sure that all of the lotion is absorbed. And I know many distributors do just throw them on before they go to bed and just leave it on overnight. When you're wrapping someone else, though, you can leave it on for 45 minutes or an hour or 3 hours. It doesn't really matter. As long as when you take the wrap off, you just make sure that the lotion has been absorbed. If it hasn't been absorbed at that point, you can still do some measurements and stuff, and then just put it back on and let them wear it home until the lotion absorbs. So it's very easy to use. Yeah, you can go to the next one there, Louise. This is what it does. So we all saw Louise's results. These are some other pictures. My pictures actually were even more drastic than this picture on this slide. I wish I had them. So there, you can't buy these at stores. There's nothing like this at your local, I don't know what local drugstores you guys have, Bishop's or Walgreens, or you can't buy these at the beauty store. You can't buy these at the local department store's beauty counter or anything. They actually originated, they were in high-end spas in France, and they were over $300 per wrap. And then It Works bought the rights to them 13 years ago. They've been in the States for 13 years, Canada for 3, and I'm not quite sure how long they have actually been in the UK. Have you ever found that out, Louise?
Yeah, I think it's a couple of years, but not many people are really doing anything with it for at least a year. So
Okay.
there's literally, I think, less than 100 distributors over here.
Yeah, yeah, because it was the same when it started in Canada. There was about 5 distributors, and the girl that I'm under, who is our ambassador diamond here, you will see a distributor income chart here later on, and those numbers are actually a little bit low, so you can see what an ambassador diamond over here makes. But yeah, it was slow over here as well until Kirsten Johnson kind of took off with it, kind of like you're doing, Louise. She actually started off slower than you are, so her team, I mean, she's such a great leader that we've had no choice but to grow. So I mean, the team under you is just very, very, very lucky to have a leader like you, because you guys are just going to be just booming. These things are going to go, like I said, viral over there, just like they did here. Um, so yeah, so the ingredients are all natural botanicals and essential oils and everything. Yeah, you can go to the next one there if you
Okay.
want. But and then so it's affordable, right? It's a lot more affordable than Botox, liposuction, or shapewear. I don't know if any of you have ever tried shapewear, but I have, and it is so uncomfortable. Um, and it's just nice to just feel comfortable in your own skin. We all have areas of our body we want to work on or anything, and I just tell you to wrap it. Just wrap it and see the results that you can get from wrapping, because you will be amazed. So you can go on. Mhm. So loyal customer perks. So to buy the wraps, as maybe I'll let you go over the prices here, Louise, like the retail and the loyals.
Yeah, so basically, as a retail customer, everything's in dollars and then it's converted into pounds and added the VAT and shipping. So if I include all of the VAT and the shipping prices, a box of wraps, there's 4 basically that come in a box, works out as a retail customer about £96 roughly. And if you're a loyal customer, you actually get a box of 4 for about 56 to £58. So it's much cheaper. And all you have to do is to commit to buying a product a month for 3 months. So really, after your first order, it's just 2 more months of ordering the product basically. So it's a lot cheaper and you get wholesale prices.
Yeah, yeah. And then you also get the membership to the FitWorks community, which is just basically like an online resource. They have recipes and different tips about that. But yeah, and then we also have an It Works product coach website, and it's very good if you have any questions or detailed questions about any of the products as well. So this is the box of the wraps on the left. There are 4 wraps in there. You can wrap every 3 days. So some people want to try one and they lose a little bit or they tighten a little bit and they're happy. And those results will last. I tell everybody that your results will last about 4 to 10 months. Okay, so my legs, when I do my cellulite, they actually last year to year, but it depends on how clean your lifestyle is. Basically, everybody's different, everyone's body's different. Although I do have a girlfriend, she did 7 wraps. She did 7 wraps every 3 days. Finally, number 7 didn't do anything. Her skin didn't tighten, her stretch marks didn't fade, and she didn't lose anymore. So she had actually lost 18 and a half inches through wraps 1 through 6. So um, she had bought in 2 boxes of wraps. So as a loyal customer, you basically commit to buying one item a month for 3 months. So you could buy a box of wraps the first month, the defining gel the second month, and the box of wraps the third month. So 4 is considered a treatment by all means. If you're still losing and still seeing changes on number 4, continue on, right? We all want to see how small and how tight we can all get. And that is for an area. So you'd use 4 on your tummy and then 4 per leg and 4 per arm. You can even cut them in half. I've cut them in half when I've put them on my husband's love handles. So just using one, but cutting it in half and placing it on each side. Most people it does wrap around. My husband's just a very tall, large guy. um, and then the defining gel is kind of a diluted version of what's on the wraps. So I've just put a little dab in my hand every morning. I use coconut oil to moisturize, and I just put it all over my body. When I'm having breakouts, I put it on. It is detoxifying, the defining gel, though, so you don't want to use it on your face very often, just because we don't want to take away the plumpness of our faces. That's what gives us our youthful young look, right? So use it sparingly on your face. It does even out skin tone and fade age marks and acne scars and things. I kind of treat it like a bio oil kind of thing. When my son has a sunburn or my husband has a scar, um, I use it for that. I use it for my own cellulite just to kind of keep up the results. And yeah, I love both of those products and use them often on myself and my family. Oh, and I should also say about the wraps, I use them in my personal training business for injuries. So they take down inflammation, and about 90% of the injuries that occur in my line of work are inflammation related. So I just wrap people and they look at me funny and they come back 3 days later and they tell me that silly thing that I put on their knee really worked and they start asking more questions. So
Brilliant.
um so yeah, there's a bunch of different options. Just the essential oils in both of these products are very powerful. They have a lot of different uses. So yeah. Um, and then there is skincare as well that you carry over there in the UK. We have many supplements over here. Hopefully you guys eventually get those. But the facial applicators, it's just like the body applicator, except it's a little bit of a different formula. It doesn't detox. And like I had said before, with the defining gel, we don't want to detox our face. But it will tighten and firm and tone your face as well. It's beautiful. I always describe it as you're the supermodel and laying on the beach and you're getting spritzed from the sidelines with moisture and you have that kind of glow. That's what you'll look like after doing the facials. They just really, really intensely moisturize your face, and you'll see wrinkles fade and even marks fade away. Um, the hydrating toner is really nice. I actually break out when any time that I change my products, I break out, and I even use very, very, very natural organic products, and I still tend to break out. Since I started using the hydrating toner, I haven't had a breakout though. So there's something magical in that toner, but it works. The cleansing gel, I've been using it for a while. You don't have any residue on your face after the cleansing gel. You don't get that tight dry feeling after your face has dried, basically after washing it, which I really like. Um, and then the stretch mark and moisturizing cream. So the defining gel will that we talked about before will actually fade marks and like basically straight fade stretch marks. The stretch mark and moisturizing cream though is it's great for when you are pregnant or after you've had some kind of surgery or something and you're trying to avoid stretch marks. It really, really moisturizes. It smooths, and then it smooths acne scars and everything as well. So I kind of treat that about the same as the defining gel, but I just for the stretch marks, I really concentrate this on the stretch marks. The repair age, which we don't have shown here, the prevent age, and the lifting lip and eye cream. I'll start with lifting lip and eye cream. Actually, it's 8:30 in the morning here, so I just put mine on actually, and you can even put it above your eyebrows, and it tightens and it takes away the black circles, and I love it. I've used lots of eye creams, and I really like this one. It doesn't leave a residue, and yeah, I just noticed that the puffiness from my eyes goes away and the dark circles go away really fast. um, the prevent age and the repair age. Prevent age is more for the younger skin, repair age is for the older skin. Both of them, again, no breakouts. It's really smooth. A little bit goes a long way. Yeah, and all of us distributors over here in Canada use the whole skincare line, and I've never heard anybody switching back to their old skin line. So I think that alone speaks a lot. So yeah, we can move on there, Louise. Um, and then the steps to success. So joining the party. So if you want, like Louise is saying, that residual income that we're all getting selling a product, not our time. So over there for the UK price, it's $108 US for your business builder kit. It's just a different paraphernalia, some of the forms, that kind of thing. Actually, the forms, the like the order forms and all that that you pay with most companies, they're all free with this company. You'll get a website and they're all free to print off. I've There's only two different paper forms of things that I've paid for, and those were by choice. Those were things that I wanted that I didn't actually really need for my business, but they definitely have boosted my business. So then once you sign up for the 108, you also get your first box of wraps for that actually. So then you can go and sell those wraps, and you actually make this back. Most people actually sell out of their wraps within the first week before their shipment even arrives. People are saying, I want to try one. So then after that, you can boost. So you can buy the booster pack. This is what most distributors, how most of us buy our products over here, just because we go through it so fast. So for $569 US, you can make over $1,250 in cash by selling all of these products. And then trust me, once you put these wraps on people, they will also be becoming loyal customers. And so you'll also be making that residual income over them. And their orders are just placed through your website and they're shipped directly to them. So you're not having to run around and deliver product or anything by any means. That's what I love about this company is I don't feel like I'm the middleman and I'm not stressing out about, oh, I have to get so and so their wraps that they ordered. They deal with that. It's all just shipped directly to them. So the big booster is always available. That's how we buy our product. The mini booster pack is 149 US dollars, and you can make over $300 in cash with this one. It's not quite as big as you can see. There's not as many wraps, but it's a good way to get started. We strongly encourage new distributors to have launch parties within their first couple of weeks. This would kind of get you going, give you enough wraps for your launch party, and then just handing around the stretch mark cream and the defining gel kind of thing, and wrapping anyone's face who wants it. So the mini booster is only available when you sign up, however. So by the time you're signing up, you should know if you want the mini booster or not. I do strongly suggest it because, like I said, your 4 wraps that come with your kit are going to be sold before it even arrives. So, yeah, you can go on there, Louise. And then, do you want to go over this part, Louise?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
basically, once you've signed up as a distributor, there's only two kind of monthly costs that anybody need to be aware of, and it's an absolute no-brainer, which was actually on the slide before, was your website. So you get that free for a month. So everybody that's logged onto my website, I can actually go on there and I can log on to my back office, which has got tons of information, the training site, documents like Lindsay explained earlier that you can print things off, you can place your orders on there, you do so much on it. And then monthly cost, it's just $20 a month, which is about £12. So really, really cheap. And then the other thing that we all do is we buy 2 boxes of wraps a month. So we get to our 80 BB bonus volume. And that is just so easy to get rid of 8 wraps a month. And really, once you're putting them on people, like Lindsay said, you'll end up getting loyal customers and distributors signing up under you. So I apologise if you can all hear my children. They're downstairs causing havoc, I think. So basically, the second step to success is for you to wrap for free, and quite a few of my team are on the way to do this. If you get 4 loyal customers in your first 30 days, you basically earn $120 of rebate credit, which you can use on a pack of 2 of the wraps. So I've just claimed mine. Tosin's claimed his. One of our other distributors, I think, is claiming hers tomorrow. And there's a few others on the way to be able to get that as well. So we've actually started challenging people that start and use this as a business opportunity to get loyal customers even before their pack comes, because now we've got everything that you need to set up this business straight away, from pictures to wording to everything else that you can basically start posting, and people can start ordering literally from the day that you sign up, which is really great. And then step 3 is for you to guarantee a minimum income of $500, which is about £330. So if you personally enroll 3 distributors who complete the second step, so they get 4 loyal customers in the first 2 calendar months, you're guaranteed to get a minimum of $500. And I'll say the rate that we're growing over here, that really you kind of have no opportunity to grow. So within the first 2 months, you would absolutely want to be earning the $500 there anyway. So the next thing is there's a good bonus. Now this actually isn't on at the moment, but from time to time it works put on amazing promotional opportunities for people to get out of debt. So with this company, they're not going to give you cars or holidays or anything that you've ever seen in network marketing companies. Really, they just give you cash. So there's a few different bonuses that it works does, and one of the ones that I know that I'm really keen on is the loyal customer bonus, which was the car bonus. And I believe, Lindsay, tell me if I'm wrong, that when you get 60 loyal customers that have basically completed their auto shipment for 3 months, you basically get a guaranteed income per month.
Yeah, yeah, you'll get $600 per month after, yeah, the 60 have been completed. And so they don't all have to be active auto ships. So someone could have become a loyal customer 2 years ago and run their auto ship for 3 months, and that was your first one, and then you hit 60 2 years from down the road. And they just complete their 3 months, and then yeah, for every month after that, for as long as you're a distributor, you get $600 a month. So
Yeah,
it's
really
very
good.
cool. And I mean, 60 loyal customers, some people think, well, that's a lot.
Yeah,
Trust me, once you start putting the wraps on people, it really comes very
yeah.
fast.
Yeah, it's so true. And the amount of
Yeah,
people that are wanting to sign up, I mean, right now I could probably have had 20 loyal customers in me in the last 2 months, but I'm
that's right.
I'm helping my team, so I'm letting some of my team have some of my loyal customers, so we're
Yeah,
helping each other. But
yeah.
it is amazing how many people actually will try these things. And I know some people have said to me, "Oh, well, I'll post it out to my clientele and I'll see if it's the sort of thing that they want." But it's just amazing that when you literally say, "Hi, I've got this product and this is what it does," people just come towards you. Like I posted it
Mm,
on my Facebook, and people have come out of the woodwork that I went to school with, and people that I worked with like 10 years ago, and it's just amazing the amount of people that are kind of coming to me saying, I really need one of those.
Hmm. Yeah, it's very cool. And the good bonus, hopefully it does come back. I actually received this, like it's $10,000 actually, and I got this, Megan got this, Kirsten got this, and there's also three other distributors underneath of me that got this. So it's not some far-fetched bonus that you're thinking, oh yeah, whatever, because that's how I felt. And I had been selling it for 3 weeks, and I was approached by my upline, and I was told, you're going to get the good bonus. And I thought, oh, whatever. And she said, nope, just keep doing exactly what you're doing, and you're going to get the good bonus. And 2 weeks later, I did. I got the good bonus. So
Wow.
it's hopefully they do come back. It's really cool, right? I mean, who doesn't want to make an extra $10,000 for just doing what they're already doing, right?
Exactly. Cool. So there's is the bonuses, and they do, from time to time. There's a conference in January. There's actually a boot camp at the moment in Seattle that lots of people are at. So, every now and then I'm sure there'll be things that do come on, but obviously the other bonus, the loyal customer bonus, is on all the time.
Yeah.
Do you want to go through this?
Sure. So like I was saying before, the ambassador diamond there, Kirsten, who brought it into Canada. You can see the average makings of ambassador diamonds. Now these are averages from 2010, so they are actually a little outdated. So these numbers are low. I'm currently sitting at double diamond. You can see what my average earnings are there. So we all start off as a distributor, and then you promote up to there. So it depends on what your volume is, how many distributors you have underneath of you, how many loyal customers. Once you sign up and you become a distributor, we will go over that and how you promote to the different levels. It happens very, very fast. I didn't actually even see a ruby or an emerald month. I just went straight to diamond my first month. So yeah, it's crazy, it's wild. This is residual income. This isn't like I have to work my butt off to the same extent every single month as I do some months. It's you start getting the loyal customers, you start getting the word out, and like I said, it's residual income, right? So I can still run my personal training business, and obviously I'm making a lot more money doing this than I am even owning my own gym. Um, so I can still do that, and I'm still getting my residual income, so I can work as much or as little as I want. So,
There you go.
yeah.
Cool. So I'm sure, this, I'll also say, so this chart here is literally just commissions. This doesn't include your wrap cash. So if you're doing parties, or if you're selling them in a salon, or to your personal training clients, or
That's
to your
right.
friends and family, and whoever else you're selling individual wraps to, this doesn't include. So you can quite easily earn, £200 plus a month just selling wraps as well.
Actually, Louise, my first month, my cash was bigger than my paycheck. I
Yeah.
ended up making it was $4,000 in cash profits on my
Wow.
first month. Yeah,
Amazing.
it was. I mean, every month isn't like that, right? But yeah, it you could make a lot of money in cash. I have a couple of salons over here that are selling them, and the one girl was laughing the other day. I went in to visit and see how she was doing, and she says, honestly, I never talk about the wraps, but in the last month and a half, they've sold 63 wraps for $30 each. All she does is she puts a before and after picture up on her product shelf with an empty box of wraps just to show what the box looks like. And yeah, they've sold 63 just off the shelf, and she has about 5 or 6 loyal customers. And I said, and you're not even talking about it? And she said, no, not at all.
Wow.
So yeah, it really, I mean, the retail aspect of it is huge.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. And I think that's the thing that I love is there's so many people that have asked me about this over the last few weeks that are either, beauty therapists, own a salon, personal trainers like you are, people that just have a, even normal job like I did. I ran a training company, some people in office jobs, call centers, wherever it might be. And, anybody can sell these. You don't have to run a beauty therapy business to be able to do it. But likewise, if you do, you've already got ready-made clientele. But all of us have got ready-made clientele through our friends and family. So, and it was funny, as soon as my chiropractor saw me one day, she'd been treating me for like 6 months. And there's me rock up to her couch one day, and clearly my belly was a lot thinner than it used to be. And she was like, "What did you do?" And when I told her, she's just like, "I need one, I need one." And so she bought two wraps off me and she tried them. And literally the next day that I went for my treatment, like 3 days later, um, it was just so funny. All she could say to me, she was going, it works, it really works. I need to sign up for this. I've got so many customers that I know would want it." And literally she signed up as a distributor straight away. So, it's just amazing the amount of people that, have, if anyone's got friends, family, who doesn't want a tight and tone and firm, let's face it. So it is an amazing opportunity. So, here you go.
Okay. So, you want to grow your income. So most of us, our dreams are bigger than our income. There's lots of things we want to do, places we want to go, time we want to be able to spend with our children, but our income and our lifestyle just doesn't allow for it. So why not make your income bigger? So you want to make your income bigger so that it's actually bigger than your dreams. So anything that you want to do, you can do it. You want to book a trip, you can. I had actually just posted on my Facebook about a month ago, that I had just taken the 5th vacation of the year with my family, and the year's not even over. And I just said, I'm just so thankful that I actually did put those wraps on my clients and I saw the results, so that I signed up as a distributor, because it just on a daily basis blows my mind how our life has changed. Yeah, it's sometimes I listen to the calls that other distributors are, the corporate calls, and you actually just hear people crying because their lives have changed so drastically just due to this company and the income that they're making. So it's powerful. It really is changing people's lives.
Okay, so basically next step. So you may be on this call, literally come on to find out about the product, which hopefully you've got a good insight into the products that you can buy here in the UK. And obviously as a loyal customer, you do get the wholesale pricing. And what I love about the loyal customer is that you don't have to pay a membership fee when you agree to buy a product a month for 3 months. So it's a really, really great scheme. The other thing is you may want to become a distributor and join all of these fab people that are already in our team. So we've got trainers, coaches, hypnotherapists, makeup consultants, PAs, administrators, internet marketing experts. We've got a chiropractor, beauty therapist, someone that owns a fitness club. We've got mums, and then Lindsay's a personal trainer, and we've had interest from image consultants, hairdressers. The list absolutely goes on. Whatever industry you're in, whether you're a stay-at-home mum or you've been in business yourself or you work for somebody else, anybody can be a distributor. Absolutely anybody. So who, just to kind of give you a bit of a background about us. So this is myself and Tosin before my hair grew. And we basically run a training company called Think Training and Consultancy. So I've been involved in Think for 7 years, and Tosin's been involved for 6 years. And we basically help people improve performance, and mainly in the corporate world. Tosin's speciality is mindset and motivation and kind of peak performance with NLP. And so he does a lot of team building events, and he teaches the NLP practitioner course and healing your emotional trail. He also does empowerment activities and events. And then what we both do is really help companies to improve their performance for sales, service, and leadership. He also does speaking and presenting with impact training, and I run Train the Trainer for people in corporate world and individuals. And we also run a group called the Ultimate Development Group, which is a personal development group where we share lots of content each month for those people wanting to develop. So we're kind of the backbone behind this team that has launched in the UK that's grown like wildfire. And what I love is the fact that we can basically give training support to all of our team to help them grow their business as well. So what we do for our corporate clients, ultimately we're also doing on weekly webinars and training calls that we have with the team, which is really great. So basically, our team I mentioned earlier is being grown just under 2 months. So if you're interested in becoming a distributor, right now in the UK, we've got an open market. There are a handful of people. I say a handful. I personally think there's probably about 100 of us here in the UK right now, but I'm not entirely sure. But it's very, very few. Whereas a lot of other network marketing opportunities and multi-level marketing, it's kind of saturated. I know there's a few different companies, even here in Norwich, where there's 200 distributors for one product. And here in Norwich, even we've got like 4 distributors. So in each area, there's very few distributors in each area. So the market is huge, and the potential for earning money right now is also huge. We do a weekly online training webinar. So if you're not available on that day, then you can literally watch it later on. So we record it as well. Coaching and support every single day. Anytime I'm awake and my phone's near me, I'll take a call. And if I can help, then obviously, anything that I can do to help the team, I do. And also, your sponsor is also there to help you. And they'll also help you create a Facebook page. So as soon as you sign up to this business, you get a ready-made kind of business in a box. You get your website, you get a Facebook page set up. We put loads of pictures and wording on it, and then you can just invite your friends and start your business straight away. We give you simple formulas to model success. So we totally believe, and we teach this to our corporate clients, that if you want to achieve something that somebody's already doing, all you need to do is follow their strategy and have the same kind of mindset and beliefs that they had to actually achieve the same results. So I've spoken to Lindsay, I've spoken to Megan, who's Lindsay's upline, and also Kirsten, who's the ambassador in Canada. And she was the first ambassador diamond out of America. And literally in the UK, the highest I believe in the UK right now is double diamond, although we think it's actually diamond. So we think the double diamond is actually in America. So there is so much scope out here in the UK to really climb the ranks. It's just amazing. And there's literally, we're in a team that knows how to do it. We're in a team that have got so many diamonds. They know exactly the strategies to follow to basically get the results. So you can do as little as much as you want as well. If you want to do 30 minutes a day, you can. If you want to work on it full time, you can. Depending on what you do and how much time you've got, and how many people you contact will depend on ultimately how many loyal customers and distributors that you get. But the team are really, really supportive, and everybody's got a lot to share. And the knowledge amongst our team right now is just absolutely amazing, and it blows my mind knowing what a group of people that we've got that are all there for each other. So it's just fab. So just a little bit, some people have asked, what is network marketing all about? So obviously there's a retail element to this where you can literally sell the wraps. If you want to do parties, you can do parties, just getting them on as many people as you want and actually selling your wraps. But then there's also the network marketing side, which is how you climb the ranks. So network marketing is also known as multi-level marketing, and it's basically a system for marketing and distributing products. And really, it's an absolutely amazing and really effective way of advertising because it's through word of mouth. So, I mean, you can think about it, it's really simple because using network marketing business model really is like any, blue chip company and big corporate companies. They use things like TV, radio, newspapers, some celebrity endorsements, and they spend thousands and millions probably of pounds on advertising. So in network marketing, it's just, very simple. Rather than paying for the retail model to get kind of from A to B, they literally cut out all of the middlemen, use the internet for orders so they get shipped to the customer's house. And literally the people that get paid are people like us. So it's us that are basically getting the money from the marketing, and network marketing companies spend the money on the people. And that's why there's such great opportunities for earning money with It Works, because they really know how to do it and they really do look after the team as well. So let me just go on to the next slide. So how do we get paid? We basically get paid for the product that goes through our business. So not only do you get paid for your wrap cash, the genius thing and what I really love about this model is that you don't just get paid for the first product. So me, I run around the company like a blue-assed fly, delivering training, and I get paid really good money for doing what I'm doing. But when I'm not delivering training, I'm not getting paid. And when I'm there, I'm getting paid for my time. So I don't get paid time and time and time and time and time again for delivering a training course, because it's not a product. And for ages, I've been saying I really need a product to sell, and train a team and do what I'm doing, because you get paid time and time and time again. Every time someone shops online, or orders the product directly to their door, it's just residual income for you. And like it says on there, the only person that decides how much you're worth or how big your paycheck is you, and it depends on how much that you want to put into it. So things that you may want to consider if you're really thinking about joining this team are, if you no longer want to trade your time for money. So like Lindsay and I, we're still running our normal businesses, but we don't have to trade our time for money, because ultimately the effort that we're putting into this is giving us a residual income. So some people have chosen to quit their day jobs and literally not do that anymore because this has taken over their life. Like Megan's earning about $16,000 a month, and she's been doing it a year and a half and quit her day job. And there's lots of other people that have quit their day jobs to be able to do this full time. You get the freedom and flexibility. So if you want to have financial freedom, if you want the flexibility to be able to work from home day or night, then this model is great for you. If you want a business in a box, so you don't want to sit there and try and figure out and create a product yourself and then figure out how you're going to sell it and market it and all of that goes with it. Literally, with network marketing, and especially with It Works, the training and support that you get alongside the training that we give is enough to help anybody. Which goes on to the next one, training and support. You get it online, and you also get it through us, through the weekly trainings that we do. And this is the one that I love. I see so many people in jobs, and it's hilarious because I know Tony Robbins always says that, depending on what you call your job, whether it's a job, a career, or your mission, depends on how you really feel about it. And there's so many people that say, I hate my job, I don't get paid what I should get paid, and things like that. Whereas with this, people get paid what you're worth because you put into it what you want, and you ultimately get the results that you believe that you're worth. And everybody that's at ambassador and presidential diamond, they're getting paid that because they believe they're worth it. And I just, like Lindsay, I've seen people, I was actually in tears myself watching some of the videos online of the conference last year, of seeing people share their stories. And there's people in our team that I know at next conference will be sharing their stories with people that will probably be crying their eyes out of the fact that they're now being able to get paid what they're worth and how it's changed their life. And you get to choose who you work with. You don't have to work for a boss that you hate. You can work for yourself. You're your own boss. So you can literally get your friends involved, get your family involved, get people that would like to join you in business, and it's just great fun. The other thing, you don't need a huge network to be successful. I've got people in my team that say they have not a lot of friends and not a lot of people that they work with, and work in an office by themselves. And they're still selling wraps, and they're still getting wraps on people, and they've still got people interested in becoming a distributor. So it just goes to show that you don't need a huge network to be successful. And you can turn an expense into an income. So what you might spend money on, you can actually make money on. And you can take charge of your financial future. And this is what I love. The world's tough, and people are pinching that, just penny pinching the whole month when they get paid to when they're going to get paid again, and Christmas is coming, and people want to earn some extra money. I've had somebody join our team that literally was, didn't have the money to start up, and that's been the case for a lot of people. But knowing that you can make your money back in kind of 3 or 4 days, it's kind of like, wow. What can you start? What business can you start that costs as little as £100, where you can kind of make it back in 3 or 4 days and earn the money that people are earning? And the network marketing industry, it will explode, and it is exploding. People are earning thousands of pounds in network marketing. And what I love about It Works is that the product really works, and the amount of people that goes, it works, it works. It's just amazing, and it works different for different people depending on how many wraps it takes for it to actually work. But they're the things that you may want to consider. And if the opportunity is for you, then go back to the person that you basically came on this webinar from. So whoever introduced you to this webinar, go and give them a call or send them a Facebook messages and speak to the person that invited you. If you don't have their details, feel free to give me a call or email me. So 07714 291926, or send me an email, Louise at thinktrainingconsultancy.co.uk, and I'll be able to put you in touch with them. So if you just let me know who it was that you were speaking to, we can arrange a three-way call, and myself and them and you can have a chat. And if you are wanting to join the team, then we'd love to have you. And it is really exciting. I'm loving it. My friends think I'm absolutely bonkers because literally 6 months ago, who'd have thought that I actually would be sat here in the summer selling wraps, because I certainly did not realise that this was my next venture. And it's amazing. These things come your way, and sometimes you just got to grab an opportunity. So if you can, start in business and make the money that people are earning, I just go, wow, why would you not want to change your life and help people along the way? And you can literally start this business on, as little as £100. I spent about £206 when I joined because I did the mini booster pack. Some people spend about 500 to join and get the big booster. Some people spend 200, which is the majority of our team. And some people have joined for the £100. But what I'll say is people that have joined on the £100 one, literally the next week have regretted it because they've run out of wraps and they've had to put another order in and they missed out on the mini booster. So if you can stretch to the extra, I'd highly recommend getting the mini booster or the booster pack, because you will run out of wraps as soon as you start sharing it. So unless anybody's got any questions, that's the end of the presentation. So I'm going to open up to questions. If you've got any questions, if you want to write them down. And I've got a few in here from throughout the presentation. So I'm just going to read a few out so myself and Lindsay can answer them. So let's have a look. So there's one person on here, Lindsay, that's saying that she's a beauty therapist, and her boyfriend is a personal trainer. How easy was it for you to introduce to your clients?
Very easy, because I had never told my clients ever in over 7 years about any supplements. So as soon as I started endorsing these, they were like, okay, well, if you're telling me they work, then they really do work. Because they knew that I make my own laundry detergent, and I don't like things that have stimulants in them or are synthetically made. So when I started selling these, they jumped on board. Um, I think that that's common with personal trainers. Working one-on-one with people, you really build up a rapport with them. So if you tell them they work and you've seen the results or you've tried them yourselves, they know that they work. They trust you. So it was huge. So some of my personal training clients started using them, and then all of their friends and family started contacting me as well. And I'd have people just showing up at the gym that I didn't know, just saying, I want a box of those wraps. How do I get those wraps?
Brilliant.
So yeah, and the same thing as a beauty consultant. So say you were doing a pedicure, I know that lots of the salons and the spas here that are selling the wraps are actually advertising it as an add-on service. So you can come 5 or 10 minutes before your pedicure or before your hair appointment, get wrapped, wear the wrap during your regular appointment, and then just get unwrapped before you go home. And so I know that that's been a really good way for the salons and the spas to be advertising them, because really, what service at a salon or a spa is only the 25 or the 30 pounds? Not very many. So that's kind of a neat way to market it. Any other questions there, Louise?
Hello, can everyone hear me? Are you there, Lindsay?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Sorry, I
Yeah.
muted myself because I was having a choking fit and then I couldn't get myself back on. So let me just check if we've got a let's have a look. Okay, so I'm not sure. I think this is from the same person. So in terms of the actual products, would you say, so obviously you're a personal trainer. What does it say? Would you say that they're actually good for you? Because I've heard people say before that wraps are about water loss.
These ones aren't actually. You're strongly, strongly encouraged to drink a lot of water. What these are doing, they go down through the four layers of skin and adipose tissue. They go into your fat cells. So your fat cells actually store your excess toxins in your body. So say when we're cleaning our houses or we're eating junk food or however you're getting the free radicals into your body, when there's too many for your kidneys and your liver to metabolize, they get stored into your fat cells. So what the wrap does is the ingredients are absorbed through the skin. By all means, if you have stretch marks or your skin needs a little bit of love, then the ingredients will kind of be stolen by your skin, just to shrink the stretch marks and fade them and nourish your skin. So then if your skin doesn't need it, it will make its way to your fat cells and it just breaks down the size of the toxins. It's not doing anything with your fat or with your water. It just breaks down the size of the toxins so that they're small enough to exit the membrane of the fat cell, and then they are released into your lymphatic system, where then they are again metabolized by your kidneys and your liver, and you basically will pee them out. So water is very, very important because if you don't basically excrete them within the 3 days, your body again will recognize them as free radicals and place them back in your fat cells. So it's very important not to be dehydrated. Water is strongly, strongly encouraged. The results do last for 4 to 10 months. So if it was just water inches that you were losing, I mean, the next time you drank a glass of water, your inches would come right back on, and they don't. So also from a personal training standpoint, the company does not have any marketing material on this. They do not say anything about this, about the fat loss. But just like your boyfriend, your husband is a personal trainer as well, so he obviously measures people on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. Um, my clients who have been rapping have been breaking through plateaus like it's been mind blowing. Some of the people have been sitting at a plateau for 6 or 8 months and there was nothing else to clean up on their diet, and maybe they could have exercised one more day a week. They were kind of at their max on what they could actually do, and they've broken through the plateaus that we knew they should have been breaking through 4 months ago. So I think that that's really amazing. It's not something that they talk about at all, fat loss or anything, but most people don't talk about it, but I've seen it. I see it on a daily basis just from measuring people is the only reason that it became very apparent to me. So.
Cool. Okay, and I've got another question. What's in these wraps that aren't in others that are making these better?
There's, as far as I know over here, there's no other wraps that are on the market, but the ingredients are all different essential oils and botanicals. There's actually a printout or online, Louise, if you want, I know you have it, the ingredient breakdown that if you would like, you can either email myself or Louise, and it would be in your email, Louise, I sent you with all of the ingredients. It's just called the ingredient breakdown, and it tells every single ingredient and what it does and how it aids the wrap. So
I was going to just bring it up on here.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me just bring it up and then we can just quickly show it on the screen so people can see.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and if anyone wants on here as well, so you can see how easy it is with documents and things, which is just great. So
that's right.
Ultimate Body.
I don't know if it is. It's not in the back office though, Louise. It would be in your email. It was an email I sent you very.
Okay. Let me go and grab it. Not the ingredient, not the ingredient list on here, no.
No, not on there. It would be in your email. It's actually called the Ultimate Body Applicator Ingredient Breakdown or something in your email. It's a document that our team over here drafted.
There we go.
There you go. Yeah.
So you can see there's in here you've got horse chestnut, green tea, leaf oil, you've got seaweed extract, ivy extract. guarana seed, rosemary oil, and they all do amazing things for your body as well, don't they? Which is why Lindsay's using them for anti-inflammatories as well.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
But we can
Yeah,
send that
there's
to you. So
nothing
anybody,
synthetic.
sorry, go on.
Yeah, that's okay. There's nothing synthetic, which I find very, very important. I like everything from nature. I think that I mean, anything synthetic, that's the toxins that we're actually trying to eliminate, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah. So, yeah, and then you could just see that there's a little description about what each one does and what it's adding to the wraps, basically. So,
Great. Okay, so I think I've got a couple more questions that I'm just reading off. So, I really want to join as a distributor. What would you say you would need to invest as a time commitment to be able to do well in this business?
well, when I started to go diamond in my 5 weeks, I was committing hours a day. I was probably doing 5 hours a day on top of my normal job.
Hmm.
Whereas Megan, the girl who's making like 16,000 or more, usually more a month, she started actually by saying she was going to commit 20 minutes a day. And she just committed 20 minutes a day. She was just consistent with it. It wasn't like 20 minutes today and then not do anything for 2 weeks. It was 20 minutes every day. And I mean, she's at Presidential Diamond right now, making a lot of money. So, it took her a year before she quit her job. Right now, I actually have my gym for sale because, like you said, people quit their day jobs and takes over their life, and I'm making more doing this than I am as a personal trainer. So whether I still keep some of my favorite clients and I just rent the gym back for a few hours at a time to train the clients that I love, then maybe that's how it'll go. But
Okay, and I've got one more question on here, unless anybody else writes anything while we're answering it. Is I have no experience with products or selling anything like this and work in an office. Can anyone really do this?
yes, yes. There's several distributors over here that have never sold a product, myself included. And yeah, there's stay-at-home moms that haven't even finished high school that are doing this and being successful at it. Um, that's why the leadership is so important. So you guys over there have Louise, who is an amazing leader, as I've already said. You basically, it's a cookie cutter business. You just everything Louise is doing, you copy. And I've gotten to know Louise in the last few months, and if you need help, you can contact her and she will help. You can contact myself. You can contact Megan. We are all here to help you, whether it's a phone call you need or you need us to do a private webinar just to lead you around your own e-suite, whatever it is. We're here to help you. There's a whole bunch of Facebook groups that you will be added into as a distributor. There's a lot of information. You basically just copy what all the other distributors are posting that they're doing, and you will be successful. So,
Definitely. Cool. So there's no more questions on here. And if anybody else does write anything or you get off and do what I do and kind of go, oh, I wish I'd have asked that, then feel free, like I said, to either give me a call or send me an email, or if you know me on Facebook, send me a Facebook message. And if you want to join our team or even try the product and become a loyal customer, we'd be absolutely delighted to have you on our team. I know it's going to absolutely boom. And I'm just really excited for everybody joining now, because everybody joining now in a year's time, I can just see this is just going to go absolutely crazy. And I think that's what Lindsay can see as well.
yeah.
So thank you everybody for joining the webinar. And like I say, if you've got any questions, contact me or go back to the person that actually invited you to either watch this recording or watch the webinar, and they'll be able to answer any questions or get me on the phone as well. So thanks ever so much for watching, and we'll speak to you soon. Thanks, Lindsay.
You're welcome. Thanks for having
Bye.
me. Bye bye.